no playing time, no sleeping till I cross the line. I'm running.
Yeah, what's going on? Today is July 29th, 2019. We are currently in Stratford, Texas on US 287 at Pilot. We picked up our load yesterday from Kraft and somewhere in Oklahoma. Oh, no. It was Fort Worth, Texas. We dropped off in Oklahoma at Walmart. So yeah, we picked up at Kraft last night, dropping hook in Fort Worth. We drove, excuse me, all night last night because our delivery yesterday at Walmart wasn't until 4 p.m. So we pretty much sat all day yesterday waiting on that at that Love's right down the street from the distribution center. We got that done. We still had a full clock. Never started our clock. Excuse me. Got this next load. We drove all night, like I said, to get here. I got about 6 hours left to make it to the 90, which is not due until tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. But we're going to make it there today. There's a Flying J about 3 miles from the 90 in Aurora, which is basically Denver, Colorado. So pretty much going to Denver, right outside of Denver. But that's what's going on right now. Little quick update on last week's statement. Remember when I said every week ain't a good week? Last week, or the week before, was actually a really good week. As you know, net income was over $2,400. A slight breakdown for this week. It's going to be a bit different, but that's how it is when you leasing these trucks. And, it goes up and down like that. I mean, it's not too bad, but let's see, my total miles for last week up until payroll was 2,302. Excuse me. Not really a big change from last week, maybe about 400-mile difference. The gross income for the truck was $3,829.39. I was reimbursed. Well, the total deductions first. Total deductions from the truck was $3,161.34. Total reimbursements were $89.31. Now, the reason that the deductions were so high, I'll explain that in just a second. Tire fund / excess miles this week came out to be $57.55. My net income to myself, to the bank this week, was $700.86. Now, the reason for that is it actually would have been a lot bigger check, but as you can see from the previous video, when we went to Springfield, we got some shop time and we got some things done on the truck. For example, we got an oil change, we got PM done on the APU, and all that good stuff. So, those are the type of things that obviously you need to have done if you're going to keep your truck running in top condition. So, excuse me. In all, my shop time last week cost me a total of $558.14 to get everything done that I need to get done. Yeah, so it is what it is. You got to have that stuff. If you're going to keep it moving out here with minimal problems. I'm not going to say you're not going to have any problems just because you get your truck serviced on time or you get it serviced at all. But type of things that need to be done, and when you get it done, yeah, that week gonna end up being short. So we brought home $700. If it wasn't for the shop time, it would have been close to $1,300. I think it would have been 12. The total net would have been $1,258, well, $1,259 even, actually. So even without the shop time, we would have had a $1,200 week. So that just goes to show you how it goes up, how it goes down. You know, obviously I ran more miles this week, made less money, but it is how the lows fall. You know, so no biggie. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like that. Actually, this week right here, I'm on pace to the load that I'm on now will probably be my last load. Actually, it's going to be my last load to drop off before payroll, and it's going to put me at 4,800 gross revenue for the week. You know, depending on what kind of bonuses are in the lows when I scan them in, it could be a little more. But I've already made more this week than I did last week. So, you know, you have up and down weeks, you know, but it is what it is, man. How many times can I say it? But anyway, that's it for right now. I'll update you along as I go. Sometimes when I be meaning to pull the camera out, I don't. But I'm going to try to when we get to this Flying J in Aurora. And we'll update you then. Holla. Here we are in Aurora, Colorado. It is 9:29 Mountain Time. So, we actually picked this load up around 11 o'clock last night. And it was about 770 miles, maybe a few miles more to get here, maybe a little less. I don't know. But yeah, we rode all through the night last night, like I said before, and took a 10-hour break, got up, and made it here. We actually been here for almost an hour, so we actually made it here a little after 8:30. So then this spot that we in, we went ahead and bought a reserve spot before we even left Texas earlier this afternoon. I knew I was gonna get here kind of late. Sure enough, we got here and this truck stop is packed. We had the Pilot in Aurora, the Flying J in Aurora, exit 285 off of 70. And yeah, it's super packed. As a matter of fact, the only spot in here was my reserve spot. And I had the blind side to get in it. But luckily there are a couple of good Samaritans out here, two guys that are parked to my right. They helped me out. Blind side in is pretty tight. But we made it. We're here. Gonna take us a 10-hour break, get up, deliver this in the morning. Hopefully get us a load going back east, because we are like right on the edge of the Rocky Mountains, and I'm not too fond of riding through the Rocky Mountains, so there you go. Oh, and I forgot to mention earlier when I was doing the statement breakdown that not only did we stop and have that shop time and it cost me all that money, but we were in Springfield from Friday night to Monday morning. So we actually didn't do any work all weekend. We sat in Springfield, took a 34-hour reset, like you know, and so that kind of took away from, you know, the gross revenue, because we probably could have made some more, but yeah, it is what it is. Alright, we in this is called Golden, Colorado, basically West Denver. We at Miller Coors. I guess we're picking up some beer. We'll check the back of this trailer or whatever. Seal should be back there or something. I don't know. This place is strange, man. Oh, we got some more beer. What is that? Keystone, Coors, and Steel Reserve? Oh, Lord. They keep that Steel Reserve, man.
This is a dry load.
Say what?
I don't know if we got, but when I was pointing the first beginning of the video, I know you mentioned dry load. Stop me, so I was mentioning it again.
What's going on, good people? It is August 1st, 2019. Chrissy over here laughing at me. I don't know what she got going on. As predicted, we are in Grand Island, Nebraska. Picking up at JBS. We're just waiting on our load again to get ready. Waiting on them to call us. So we can go pick that up and head out. Let's see, since the last clip, we pushed that beer load here to Nebraska, not here in Grand Island, but about 180 miles back. I don't even remember the name of the town, man. We dropped it. Oh, North Platte, Nebraska. We dropped that off. We went and parked at a Walmart, waited for the next load. My fleet manager sent me another load, which was paying about $1,300. It had 2 pickups and 1 drop off. And like I said, I was reviewing the load and I was starting a trip plan. And right when I was about to accept the load, he sent me a message and he was like, "No, I'm gonna take you off of this load. I'm gonna give you a load that's a little bit better." So I was like, all right. Now, mind you, this is why I say, a lot of times you need to trust your fleet manager because, that beer load that we did, it was a pretty garbage load. It was like almost 300 miles, and it was only paying a couple of $100, maybe about $400. And every now and then, you try to, look out. Even if they don't ask you, what I'm saying? He sent me that load, I accepted it, and went ahead and ran it. And what I'm saying? A lot of times, it will benefit you to do that every now and then, to take a garbage load that nobody else wants to do because they don't feel like it's worth it, especially on a lease truck. But I say that to say this: he took me off of that pre-plan, and he sent me another pre-plan, which was the pickup here in Grand Island, and this load is going to Florida. It's about 1,700 miles total. It's got 3 drops, a Walmart, a Costco, and a Cisco, all in Florida. And this load is paying just over $4,100. So, the Walmart is due on the 4th. The Walmart is due Sunday morning. The other 2 are due Monday morning. So, yeah. Fleet manager really looked out on this one. It's going to be the only load this week, combined with that beer load we just ran. And that's going to give me, everything I need for gross revenue to make a great check this week. And speaking of great checks, today is Thursday, and we got a little breakdown of another statement that came in. We're just gonna run it by you real quick. Miles was a little high this week, 2,797 miles. We ran a little hard this week, kind of. Gross revenue to the truck, 5,145. Reimbursed $51 for like reefer fuel and a trailer washout. Total deduction from the truck, $29.50. Excess miles, tire fund, $70. Just rounded out at $69.92, $70. So the net to the truck this week is $2,177.47. So, you know, I do this because, you know, if there's anybody out there who catches this video, who's thinking about, you know, going to trucking just like anybody else does, you know, I'm just trying to let you know that, you know, despite all the rumors that you hear and all the bad stuff that I know you're gonna hear before you decide to go into trucking, I'm just letting you know that, you know, the potential money is out here, and, you know, a lot of us are living proof that, you know, we making it. So, you know, don't be scared to make that decision if you're gonna make that decision. Go out there and get your CDL. They need truck drivers just as bad as they need police officers, military officers, and all that kind of stuff, man. You know, truck drivers is up there with that because they claim that there's a shortage of about 11,000 to 12,000 drivers right now. So, you know, they're pretty much looking for people to get CDLs. You know, and if you at the house and you're not really doing nothing with yourself, or you're working a dead-end job, you know, if you got kids you need to take care of, you know what I'm saying, hey, go ahead and make that sacrifice, man. There's nothing to it. You know what I'm saying? Being away from the family, you know, that's just one of many sacrifices you have to make, you know, especially if you want to go out here and make some real money, man. So that's about it for right now. I guess we'll update y'all when we pick up our load and start heading to Florida. We are due to be home Tuesday. So we dropped this load off, the last of this load, on Monday, and I guess we'll get a load coming out of Florida. Probably won't be paying much, and that load will probably take us home. So we'll see. All right. What's going on? I'm on home time right now. I didn't do any recording since we left at JBS going to Florida. That load went pretty smooth. It was kind of a headache, you know, finding parking down there in South Florida, but it is what it is. We left there, picked up in Golds, Florida, which is like South Miami, and we took that to North Carolina. That was my load home. We dropped that off at part of it went to one Walmart DC, dropped the trailer off at the other Walmart DC, bobtailed home, and that's what we're doing right now. So I should be back on the road next Thursday. We'll get this thing cracking again, but for right now, I'll holler at y'all later, YouTube.
If you got it, I'm gon' take it. If you're in it, you're coming with me. Bench warmers, get no playing time, no sleeping till I cross the line. I'm running.